Arrow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, y'all. Thumbs up when you come in, please. I spent all this morning trying to get in contact with YouTube about what's going on with my channel. And for some weird, strange, odd reason, I'm not able to contact them. They have me blocked from being able to chat with them or contact them or anything. And I don't know what I did to warrant that. But whatever. I'm going to try again. Okay, guys. So let's run it back with what we know already about this Tory Lanez situation. So first things first, I know you guys remember. If you don't, you can go and find this stuff online. It's very easy to just, type it in on YouTube or wherever, and you can find this information. But he called Kelsey after the incident where Megan was in the hospital, and he was apologizing. He was talking about how sorry he was and blah, blah, blah. He actually apologized many times and basically confessed. He said everything but I shot Megan, pretty much. Also, supposedly what they're saying that the bodyguard is saying that happened is that Kelsey had the pum pum. She had shot it 3 times, and apparently Tori knocked it out of her hand, and then it went off 2 more times. Well, I'm going to say this. As a fellow firearms carrier and someone who's done safety courses on firearms, even if your pum pum fell on hard concrete, they have placed safety mechanisms on these new weapons. They do not fire. A weapon cannot fall and fire. The trigger has to be pulled. In order for your weapon to discharge, the trigger must be pulled. And there has to be a certain amount of pressure. Some require 9 pounds of pressure. Some require 8 pounds of pressure. Like, there's different pressurized that you need. So this is like, basically they're making it harder and harder for people to say accidental. They're making it very, very difficult for people to get up and go in court and lie in these judges' faces and say, oh, it was an accident. They're like, no. First of all, a weapon cannot fall, especially not an old soft vehicle with like cushions and, carpets and shit all over the place. Weapons do not mistakenly or accidentally discharge. Your finger has to be on the trigger in order for a weapon to discharge. All weapons are created that way now. Okay? So, that's what we got. Okay? Yeah, you learned that too in training? Yeah. This fool said, are these fucking... Why would I be walking around with insects on my neck? Like, make it make sense. Okay? Like, really? Anyways, what happened with Tory? Big Mama, y'all, what happened to him in prison? Like, this whole stabbing situation. Can you give us information? Like, what really happened with the stabbing situation with Tory Lanez? Give me more information. What really happened with the stabbing situation, and what was the outcome of it? Ooh. Oh, I thought that was a bug. I was about to freak out. Wow. Ooh. Girl, stop playing with me. Jeez Louise. Look at all of this energy around him. It looks like he was receiving some favor in there, and somebody didn't necessarily like that. Like he was getting like treated really well in the prison system, and there was people that did not like that at all. They didn't like the fact that he was being treated sort of like a celebrity. I mean, what do you expect though, right? He is one. What was the outcome of the stabbing with Tory Lanez? What was the outcome of the stabbing with Tory Lanez? Please, Big Mama, get up in that the heart of the matter, because you know what we want to know. Did they clone him? Shit. Let's just get right to it. Shit. What happened, girl? Ooh. Damn, I should have let it fall. Shoot. If it's meant to come out, it'll come back out. Did they clone Tory? Like, what is up with all of this mess? Ooh. Oh, I forgot to show y'all that last spread. I'm gonna show y'all this one. Give me more. What happened with Tory? Like, what was the outcome of the stabbing? Yeah, I kind of figured that. Yeah, you know, when I asked what was the when I asked what was the outcome, the first card that came out is the Five of Cups. The second card that came out is the King of Swords, and then we have the Devil. Listen. All I'm gonna say is this pertaining to that question, because I guess Big Mama them done got used to us being on YouTube, so they know what not to say. Look for the differences. Look for the differences, okay? Look for the differences. Look for the changing of the eyes and the lips and the everything, the demeanor, the posture, y'all know what when they be getting out of prison, what we be seeing. Y'all know what we be seeing. Y'all remember how Gucci Mane got up out that joint? Y'all remember how, you know, Jamie Foxx looked at he got out of the hospital. Look, we know what's going on around here, okay? So y'all look for it, okay? Big Mama them saying look for it. Did Tory shoot Megan? Didn't we do a reading on this shit already? We already know he did it, but let's ask anyway, just for the people who probably their first time attending this. What happened in that damn car? How Megan get shot for real? Show us. How did Megan get shot in her foot? Oh, Big Mama said grazed. Excuse me, girl. I cannot. Motherfuckers was being childish. The fuck that was. Give me more. How did Megan get grazed in her foot, like you say, Big Mama? Because Big Mama is showing me she didn't actually get shot. She got grazed in her foot. Yeah, I need a whole sentence, girl. Give me two more. How Megan get grazed in her foot with this blot? The blot. Give me more information. Give me one more. Got two. Okay, typical. Well. Alright. So first we got the Four of Pentacles. This is my narcissist card. Okay, this is my narcissist card. So there was some narcissistic energy going on here. Lots of alcohol, childish behavior, arguing, you know, just acting like a bunch of fucking kids. Alright? And we have temperance, okay? Somebody lost their temper here, guys. Somebody lost their temper here. And they used, the, you know, the modern day sword, which would be a pium pium. Okay? The modern, you know, we don't use swords anymore to fight. Like, we use the blickies, right? What y'all see right here. We use those. So that came out. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which means it was used. The trigger was pulled. And then we have the Chariot. I'm going to be real. I do feel like he pulled it, but I don't think here's what it's giving: a ricochet effect. It's giving a ricochet effect. It's giving I'm drunk, I'm intoxicated, right? So I clearly am not in my right state of mind. I don't really know what it is that I'm doing, but I'm so fucked up and my emotions are getting the best of me. So I'm going to do what it is I feel like doing, which is pulling this pow pow and bang bang banging, right? But if you were sober, let's say you aimed at something or went to pow pow to scare someone, because first of all, who pow pow bang bang somebody in the car unless you drunk? Like, Anything can happen, right? That's just fucking stupid. You could hit the gas tank and blow y'all the fuck up. Like, who does that? That's dumb. So they had to be intoxicated. It just makes sense. Anyways, I feel like there was a ricochet effect thing that happened here. Okay, that it wasn't intentional, but it happened. Okay, so I don't think, and there was an argument going on. What the fuck was they arguing about? Fuck that. We finna get, look, what's tea? Okay, let's get into it. Fuck all this shit. Might as well. I don't even think we asked all this when we did this reading before. Big Mama, what was they arguing for? Why the Five of Wands here? Clarify the Five of Wands for the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation. What were they arguing about? I know you fucking lie. Bitch. Wait a minute. The car will not blow up and you hit the tank. Oh, okay. That's what they do in the movies. Shit, I don't know. Oh, hell no. They was fighting over the D. Child, look at all these wands. We got the King of Wands. We got the Knight of Wands. We got the fucking Six of Wands. And we got the Three of Pentacles. This is a third party situation. Oh my God. Why is these two rich bitches fighting over Tory little bitty funny looking ass? Oh, he packing. Oh. See, ladies, I be trying to tell y'all, good D get y'all in trouble all the time. Y'all don't know how to handle the good bang, bang, bang. Listen, leave it to the experts. If you can't handle good big D, leave it to the experts, girl. Okay? Some of y'all don't know how to handle it. It make me talking all that shit in her music. This nigga found out about that nigga don't give a fuck because I'm a pimp. Unless he got a big Okay? Like, what the hell? Y'all over here fighting over this little midget man. Like, ain't nobody else packing in Hollywood. Y'all tripping, girl. I mean, if they was fighting over Future or something, then I get it. Because at least Future got like 400 baby mamas. Y'all fighting over Tory? Girl, bye. Anyways, ain't nobody got time for that. So this security guard that's coming out saying that he, whatever this story he got, is he lying or no? Is he capping or no? Big Mama, y'all funny as shit with these cards, honey. Give me more information. Yeah, he's not being very honest, y'all. He just feel bad at the man in prison. Yeah, he's not being very honest at all. We got the Hierophant. We have, excuse me, the Knight of Wands. Well, slow down, Mercedes. We had a Knight of Pentacles. We have Justice. And we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. All right, spiritually beautiful. You could always watch the playback, baby. You enjoy the rest of your day, okay? But he's capping. Okay. I feel like he has a lot of admiration for Tory, or he feels bad that it's like the cult of man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When the men be on each other's side and they just be like, oh my God, we need to protect each other. We need to save each other. Another black man in prison, da 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 da. So he came up with something because, you know, I said this yesterday. I kind of touched on it a little bit, but I want to say this. The judicial system is something that is so, when you have money, the judicial system is very easily wiggleable. Did I say that right? You can wiggle around in it, okay? When you have money for lawyers and all that, you know, people, you can pay somebody. Think about it. Tory Lanez has been in prison for years. Why the fuck would you wait this long to say that you saw some shit? Or actually, from what I heard, he's not even saying he saw anything. He's saying he overheard a conversation. It's like, how is that admissible in court? When did he say, she say become admissible in court? I thought in the court of law, what mattered was proof. That's what I thought. I thought that when you went before the judge, you had to prove whatever it is that you were saying. So if I went to court and I said, hey, Your Honor, I heard my ex my ex's sister saying that he bust my windshield and I have Ring video camera footage of him doing it, then that would make sense. But me just overhearing a conversation, when the fuck did that become admissible? Like, I don't understand that. You know, the law must have changed. I don't know, because as far as I know, proof is the only thing that matters. Hearsay is not. So how is this man able to go and tell them that he heard something from somebody else, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, wait, he's innocent? That makes no sense. With no proof, it makes no sense to me. Anyways, I ain't no law lawyer or nothing like that. I don't know. I know I got some lawyers that be in here with me, people that's in law school. Y'all can correct me in the comments and let me know, am I wrong? Like, did something change? Because I thought you had to prove it. I mean, I do know eyewitness testimony holds a lot of weight because they actually saw what happened, but that's proof, quote unquote, because we know a lot of people in prison for them fake ass eyewitnesses too. But I'm just saying, that would make sense if he was like, hey, I saw this. But according to what they're saying, this testimony that he's giving is based off of something he heard from another mother effer. Like, is that legal? Y'all tell me. I'm not real savvy with the laws and shit. And then I don't even know. Dang. And then I don't even know what state he's in. Like, where did he get locked up? Where was his trial and all that stuff? Or where did the shooting happen? I don't know. So I wouldn't be able to tell you. But y'all let me know in the comment section, okay? When y'all watch the playback. So yeah, homeboy is fucking lying. I don't know why. Listen, some people are going to be triggered by this. I know, especially the cult of man, the ones who like to just defend men just because they men, they got penises, and that's just the way it is. The man has already admitted on several occasions on audio recording that he is guilty. He said it when Meg was at the hospital, when him and Kelsey was having a conversation. He was like, yeah, okay, it ain't gonna be verbatim, but he was like, yeah, the only person that's gonna be in the hot water about this is me. I'm the one that everybody's gonna, Meg ain't gonna take no L from this, it's gonna be me. He was like, I was so effed up, I don't even know why I reacted the way that I reacted. I don't even know why I did that shit. That's what he basically said. So you can't confess and then somebody come along and be like, well, even though the person who was there said they did it, I heard somebody else say that they didn't do it, so he innocent. That this whole situation is fishy to me. But look, just like I told y'all yesterday, we see this all the time with these celebrities. They'll be like, oh, this person got 10 years, or this person went to the hospital, they're sick with something, and they'll go away and we won't hear from them for a couple of weeks or a year or two or however long it takes, and they come back and they not the same fucking person no more. Okay, I got suspicions about this Eminem character too. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That do not look like Marshall Mathers to me. Okay, I don't know how the fuck you get taller. And anyways, look, this ain't about Eminem. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. I don't understand this whole concept of what they're doing and why they're doing it. I don't understand how all of this stuff that a person like you or I, if you or I were to go to prison for shooting someone and somebody just came out of the blue and was like, oh no, I heard a conversation, we wouldn't get the fuck out. They'd be like, and where's the video evidence? Like, you heard a conversation from somebody else that said that I didn't do it, but I already said I did. Who the fuck are you to tell me what I did when I was there? Like, this, what's up with the fishiness? Why is this so fishy and so strange? What is this agenda that they have going on? What's happening? What are they doing that we don't see? What is happening? What is it about this case that we don't understand? Us regular folk. What is it about? Not the fans, because you know fans will support you until you die. Okay, we ain't talk about that. Okay, what is it that we don't see about this? What is the mystery behind this? They got a lot more money to make off of him. He was making these people a lot of money. Yeah, they got a lot more money to make off of him. And plus, shit, they already got their sacrifice. He done. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I don't believe that. I believe that Tory Lanez is gonna be released from prison, but I don't believe that that's Tory Lanez. I don't see it being him. It doesn't look that way because okay, we have the Eight of Swords. This is the like the prison card basically. Okay, then we have the Empress. Let's look at this like Meg. We have the Star. Or shit, we can look at her naked ass like Meg, whatever. Okay? But there's women behind it supporting this. We have the King of Swords. Let's look at this as an authority figure, aka like a judge or something of the sort. And then we have this deceit card, the Five of Swords. They're lying in our face, deceiving us. They're lying in our face, deceiving us because this is not the real Tory Lanez. When they said that he got stabbed up 14 times, he didn't survive, guys. He did not survive that attack. He did not. This thing, this whatever they're about to present us with is not him. Okay? You can believe whatever it is the fuck you want. But my cards say who finna get out of prison ain't Tory. Okay? Damn. So Tory gone. Rest in peace, brother. Dang. Ooh. Oh, he bloody as shit. Okay, hold up. They showing me, y'all. Hold on. Oh. He got jumped. It wasn't one person. They held him. Okay. Ooh, wee. Ooh, that blood smell nasty. Okay. Let me tell y'all what they just showed me. Yes, for entertainment purposes only, okay? Fuck all that. Allegedly, from what I'm seeing in my head, he got jumped. There was a guy holding him down around his neck. There was dudes holding his arms and dudes holding his legs. And somebody climbed on top of him and hit him in the heart several times and other places. He bled out. Nobody came to rescue him immediately. This wasn't like, oh, he got cut and here come the ambulance people right away. No, baby. He laid there and bled out. Everybody went on and act like, because this was during a time when the prisoners were walking around free. So it was hard to keep an eye on every single person, if that makes sense. Okay? So he bled out while everybody was commuting and playing games and, whatever it is that they were doing, walking around, talking and all of that. When they found him, he was already done, baby. He was already done. But they already had a replacement for him. So they just used his DNA and downloaded the consciousness. They already had his DNA. This was already planned. This was, oh no. Okay, I'm snitching for real. And I wonder why YouTube keep fucking with my channel. While this was happening to him, there was a CO standing outside of the door to make sure that the job got done. Heavy set. Oh, okay, don't give description. Okay, Big Mom. Okay. I'm sorry, I was about to tell it all. Okay, Big Mom said don't say that. I see him very, very vividly. I can see the guy's pimples on his face. He is Caucasian. Oh God. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why the prisoners don't know that he's unalive, because they took him out in a stretcher. They did not take him out in a bag. They took him out in a stretcher. So the only thing they can say is, oh man, it was blood everywhere. It was blood everywhere. Not realizing that the blood that they see is the type of blood that means the person can't, like, you know how you watch like Forensic Files or The First 48 and they be like, oh my God, look at this blood. Nobody can survive that. And it'd be like a big whole bunch of mine. That's what that was. It was enough for if a person who had a trained eye and know what it looks like if they're looking for a body or a person that's injured, a specialist would have looked at this blood and they would have been like, whoever's blood that is, they're not alive. We're looking for a fucking victim, a body. We're looking for a body. It was that much. This is gruesome. This. Oh my God. My heart is beating so effing fast. He knew. They covered his mouth too. The person who had his neck had his mouth. Oh my God. They were paid. This was a hit. Who paid them? Okay. I know I can't say that on here. Jesus. Y'all, I be wanting to be so free with these visions, but some shit I just cannot say. Ooh, yeah, he bled out. The new guy looks a whole lot like him though. Yeah, the new guy looks a whole lot like him. Ugh. Yeah. They already had. Is he real? Let me see that. Oh. The new guy is not necessarily like human. You said why? That's what they do. He signed a contract. Blood contract, blood in, blood out. Yeah, what are you gonna do if you can't make the money? Like, if you, okay, say it again, Big Mom. Okay, so what happened with TORY and Megan was not a part of the plan. TORY, once he signed his contract, he was supposed to be on his best behavior, and he was supposed to make these people, the handlers, the higher ups, the Illuminati, whatever the fuck y'all want to call them people, the Hollywood people. He was supposed to make them a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time. He signed a fucking contract. He said, I am going to make you, or I'm going to drop this many albums. I'm going to drop this many songs. You advance me this amount of money, and I'm going to give you this. Once he did the stupid shit that he did, not being able to control himself, he went to prison. So he broke the contract. It's blood in, blood out. You don't get out of the contract because you went to prison. What happens is you get replaced, they let you out, and then you fulfill your contract. So blood in, blood out. They had to get rid of him. So it had nothing to do with them wanting him gone. He fucked up. He broke the contract. Blood in, blood out. He knew that. He knew what it was. It's like a game. They jump you in and you die out. You know what I'm saying? You said he got released from his contract with Interscope and is indie again, but his industry wants his music. No, he's not. See, here's the thing. They tell us stuff like, people think indie artists are really actually indie, but what you guys don't understand, they're still signing contracts. Somebody has to distribute your music. You can be indie, you can make your own music, you can be your own producer, you can do all of that, but somebody has to distribute, somebody has to make sure that you're being advertised. There's still contracts being signed. Now, they might not be quote unquote record deals. You can be an indie artist and still have contracts. That's what people don't understand about it. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you haven't signed any contract. It just means you haven't signed a 360 deal. You're not obligated to pay the music company, for clothes and travel and all that stuff. You'll pay for those things out of your pocket and keep your net worth. Or if you decide to not go on tour, but who's distributing your music? You gotta pay a distributor. Who the fuck do you know working at the television station that's gonna put your music out and make sure you pumping and people, hearing your music and seeing it and all that? Like, y'all don't understand that. That's what people don't understand about the industry. When they say somebody's indie, they're still signing contracts. They're just different kinds. He was under contract. Okay? He was under fucking contract. I watched him sign it. He was under fucking contract. And he was supposed to do something. There was something that was supposed to be done and he didn't fulfill his end of the bargain. So they were like, okay, fine, fuck it. We'll get rid of you and we'll still get the money. This is what people don't understand too. There's two things about the music industry that people really, really, really need to understand. A, artists are worth more unalive than they are alive. Period. Period, period, period. Okay? Secondly, if an artist has it, okay, a lot of times artists will be tested. For instance, Michael Jackson. Back when Michael Jackson, with the Pepsi commercial situation, right? People loved him so much, even way back then. Even way he was in his early, like, infancy of his career. People loved him so much that after that Pepsi incident happened, they had to replace him. They had to. People loved him too, but they were already calling him Elvis way back then. So with this Tory Lanez situation, they see how much the people love and support him. It wouldn't be a good idea for them to get up and be like, oh yeah, well, yeah, Tory Lanez got cut up 14 times. He unalived. Sorry. He's done. It's a wrap. It wouldn't be in their best interest. Not for music industry. Not for the music industry. He could make much, much, much more money being under controversy like this, because guess what's going to happen? They're going to release this new Tory Lanez. He's going to release music and everybody's going to go and buy it. He's gonna get damn near the same numbers that he would if they had told everybody he unalived and he dropped the album before he unalived. But now they can get more and more and more out of him. Oh, Kanye West, what does he have to do with anything? Oh, like Kanye. Big Mama showing me several of Kanye's walking around. Yeah, controversy sells records. Yeah, controversy and bloodshed sells records. So the more you stay in the public eye, the more people are talking about you, the more you're on the news, the more there's violence surrounding you. You went to jail. You know, some goofies think you a real nigga now and all that other shit that people think nowadays. All of that stuff sells records. Okay? All of it sells records. Controversy sells fucking records. You ever notice artists who haven't made any noise in a really, really long time, right before they drop music, they'll start acting crazy? Y'all ever notice that? Like when Sukihana get ready to drop a new song, all of a sudden you'll see her doing something real weird. Like she'll just start twerking all over the place, or she'll start a fight with somebody, or you'll see her out with her boobs hanging out, or she'll be loud as shit somewhere, or she'll get on a show. She'll do something really loud and big and belligerent to get everybody to talk about her, and then all of a sudden here's the song. Right? The artists understand that now. T.I., before he drops music, he goes to the airport with a bunch of guns and pills, get caught, go to jail, and then drop an album. Like, this is strategy. They're trying to Krishan Rock. Right before she get ready to drop music, what does she do? She starts a fight with somebody. She picks on her family. She gets a new boyfriend. Like, this is the code. This is the code. Okay, this is the way the celebrities understand that this is how this works. Okay, the only persons or people I think that don't really have to do that is probably like Beyonce and Jay-Z. Everybody else have to use some sort of attack. Jay-Z can drop an album right the fuck now, and all they gotta do is say, Jay-Z dropped the album. Bitch, that shit going platinum tonight. He drop an album right now by midnight, that motherfucker be platinum. You think it's a game? Because he doesn't talk much. You know what I'm saying? When you get something rare that you don't get that often, it's more valuable. So there's certain artists that understands how this works. They understand the algorithm of the industry, right? You have YouTube algorithm, you have TikTok algorithm, you have a music industry algorithm, you have a television personality algorithm, comedy has an algorithm. Everybody has a fucking algorithm. Look at Chris Rock. Right before he got ready to do that stand-up special, what happened? Will Smith went on stage and slapped fire out his ass. Comedy special went crazy. Nobody went to see Chris Rock for years. Nobody cared. Nobody even watched the fucking Oscars for years. But look what happened. Okay, so you have to understand the way that this works. But this whole situation is a whole setup for them to give us a clone. That's what's going to happen. Y'all will see. I'll see y'all in my comments. I know. I'll see the ones in there cussing me out and calling me crazy and telling me I'm a weird bitch and all of that. I'm going to get that too. But I'm going to get y'all that's going to come in and be like, oh, Queen, look at this. That ain't him. Da, da, da. I already know what's coming. For entertainment purposes only. Okay? Thank you, Snappy One. But yeah, that's honey. Let me see if they want to tell us anything else about this shit, and then I'm gonna go. But this, I figured it was something too. I felt it yesterday when I was doing the reading for y'all yesterday. I was like, nah, something ain't right about that. 14 fucking times in prison. Who did? First of all, I know people in prison that got cut once and ain't here no more. You mean to tell me this man got poked 14 fucking times and y'all trying to talk about he in the hospital and he recovering? Fuck out of here. Not in no prison fight, he ain't. Not the shit I just saw. Okay. Yeah, he done. It's a wrap for homeboy. I just seen the whole thing happen. He got jumped. It was 5 dudes on him. Whatever. Laid his ass out like Jesus on the cross. Anything else we need to know about this Tory Lanez situation? Crucified, Big Mama just said. They crucified him, girl. That's what's Big Mama's words. Wow. Judgment. Well, I just told y'all. When you don't fulfill your end of the bargain, this is what happens. Bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Swords. Okay, the judgment was he had to go. Y'all see what's going on here? He got cut, and that was his judgment. That's all they got to say about that. That's all Spirit got to say. That's the period at the end of the sentence, okay? Listen, y'all can believe whatever y'all want. Y'all can call me a conspiracy person or whatever the fuck y'all, if that's what y'all feel like y'all need to say. Okay, cool. If that make y'all feel good on y'all inside parts. But I'm going to tell you what I know. I've been watching. Listen, I rubbed shoulders with Hollywood 3 fucking times. I was supposed to sign a record deal. And when I tell you, now me being the big age that I am so effing glad that Spirit will do something to mess it up every time. I kept thinking to myself, like, damn, why can't I get in this industry? I used to want it so bad when I was younger, y'all. I'm so damn talented. Y'all don't even understand how talented I am. Y'all have heard songs probably with me on them from famous people. But now that I know what I know now, I'm so grateful. They probably been snatched up material. Like, y'all, this industry is so weird and so strange. Y'all have no idea what goes on behind the scenes. I am so freaking glad that I dodged that bullet. I don't even know how to be grateful to Spirit for what they did for me. Seriously. Because I remember going to studios with famous, I don't want to name who the people are because then, you might get the whole, cease and desist and all that. But I have been in a studio with famous people. And I'm talking about famous people, like people who are famous for singing and rapping and dancing and doing this. And they'll be like, yo, Queen is truth. They'd be like, bust something, Queen. And I would just be chilling, like smoking a blunt. And I would just like not even really be trying. And I'll drop something. And they'd be like, oh my God, sign her right now. It would be shit like that. Like when I tell y'all I have brushed motherfucking wealth with the industry so many fucking times. I am so glad that none of those contracts ever went through. I'm so glad that some of those dudes in the industry are so grimy. Like where they would be like, I don't want your money. You already know how you gotta pay. And I would get up and walk the fuck out the studio like, nigga, I'm talented, bitch. I ain't gotta suck shit. I ain't gotta give up none of my JJ. I actually have talent. I don't need you to do no Pro Tools, no Auto Tunes, none of that shit, bitch. I'm a one take and I'm out. I'm gonna give you one take. I'm gonna do my ad libs and I'm done. I could write a whole song in 5 minutes that'll go platinum on your ass. Okay. But anyway, and I've sold music before. I've sold country songs before. People don't know that though. When I was a teenager, I wrote music and my mom used to sell my music. And I've written country, so I can't talk about it because we signed our rights away. But yeah, I've sold music before. So I don't, you know what I mean? Like I'm so fucking glad. I'm saying all that to say I'm very, very, very grateful that I did not get in that industry, wrapped up in that industry. Because even being something as little as like a writer can get you in trouble. Like lots and lots and tons of trouble. I'm so fucking glad. But anyways, that's the Tory Lanez reading. I knew it was something fishy about this shit. I knew something wasn't right. The details don't sound right. Everything that they're doing is illegal. It makes absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever. The man done already admitted he did it mad times. The whole thing is off, y'all. Something wrong with this shit. So when he get out, be looking for his ass to be different, okay? I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for everybody who thumbs up the video. Thank you so much. Everybody who subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. I'm really trying to get in contact with YouTube to figure out why they messing with my channel so bad. I really am. I'm trying, okay, but they're not allowing me to contact them. But I'm really trying to fix things on my end because I've just been sitting in silence for so long. I was thinking about that shit last night. I was like, you just gonna let them keep fucking with you for like ever? Like, you gotta say something. I have never said anything about the things that they've been doing with my channel, so I am gonna try my best to say something and see if things can change so I could be a little bit more motivated to do this, okay? But I love each and every one of y'all. For those of y'all who didn't get a chance to catch this whole reading, please go watch the playback, child. I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all so welcome. I love y'all. Peace out.